Notts County Talk, we are live. It is not a Thursday night, it's a Sunday special. 180 episodes. Actually, we've probably done 10 Sunday shows at a maximum, George, maybe?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. 10 shows maximum. We are here with a Sunday special. Obviously, no show last Thursday, and next Thursday we're at the Football Content Awards, so there will not be a show then. So we thought we'll get one in now on a Sunday. The season has taken shape, 16 games in, good home record, starting to turn things around away. So we thought we'll get a few guests on, chat about how things are going, and yeah, hopefully hear what you've got to say. So get any questions you have into the comment section, and we'll answer as many as we can. Evening, Nigel, Rich, Freddie, Royston, Gary. If you are listening back on Spotify, drop us that 5-star review. And as always, we are powered by Better Bytes Computers, Notts fan-run business in Mapley, Nottingham. Head in there, use the code Pavis Perspective, get discounts on refurbished computers and computer repairs. We were about having Gab Sutton tonight. Gab, unfortunately, last minute has had to let us down. Good reason, though. But he said he'll be on the channel again soon. He's been on multiple times. So, yeah, Gab not with us, but we've still got some other good guests as well. George, first of all, I want to start the show. I want to congratulate you personally. Okay. You must be absolutely delighted.
Yeah.
We've qualified for the World Cup, haven't you, today?
I have, yeah. Well, no, it's into the playoffs in March.
Is it? Is it not fully qualified?
No, it's not fully qualified. Good moment, though. Great moment.
Good moment. So, because you messaged me earlier, didn't you, saying hope England lose against Albania? You're fully back in Ireland now, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I'm half Irish, half Albanian, so.
I don't know that about you, but that's it. All makes sense.
Well,
I don't tell you what makes sense, but it all makes sense. But yeah, England games finished the group. I'm joking. George didn't want Albania to win before people would literally go after him. DM me if you want his address. But yeah, that's a story for another day. But yeah, England played earlier. I'm getting excited for the World Cup. Forget it's after this season. No goals conceded. Something like 10 straight wins in that. So fantastic. But yeah, we're going to get our guests on in a minute. You've been watching Notts from afar.
No, I haven't.
Different perspective and angle that we're getting in the ground.
100%.
It's going well, isn't it? Despite yesterday.
Yeah, it is going well. And one thing I'll say, obviously, with watching it like sort of on TV, if you will, which is how I do watch it. You sort of get the commentary as well, which you do, obviously I never get really watching Notts because I used to go to all the games rather than watch them or listen to them.
Yeah.
So you sort of get another perspective there as well. So I'm sort of. It's different, definitely, because I'm not used to watching so much Notts on the TV. Good quality as well, not like it was in lockdown where it was very, very hit and miss if it was going to work or not. But yeah, no, we've turned a corner. I've watched pretty much every game this season, which is difficult to do when I'm living at home. To attend the games, it's obviously a lot easier to sit behind a screen and watch it. But yeah, no, we're doing really well. I've just seen Royston's comment there. Is George missing Meadow Lane? I am missing Meadow Lane quite a lot. I'm hoping to get over before Christmas, maybe for a game. But if not, I will be coming over for a short time at Christmas time. So I'll definitely get a game in then, I'd say.
Could we organise something where you dress as Santa, maybe?
I've already got a few of those in. It's paid appearances. So, yeah, there's a few of those in. I'm doing one at Brookfield's Garden Centre, actually.
Oh, that is class. That is, honestly. If you're not quite sure the dates yet, are you? But if you give the date away now, it will be swarmed. It'll be swamped.
Yeah. Swamped. We'll put it this way: the reindeers are booked.
Oh my gosh! Honestly,
I'm going all out.
You don't get this on a Thursday. This is like a Sunday exclusive, isn't it? Sunday exclusive.
It is.
Callum says you'll come over and it'll be a 0-0. Jordan, who's going to be on later, was actually saying this to me yesterday that already this season, thinking of Callum talking about a 0-0, I have more enjoyment watching like the 8 or so home games this season, and Jordan agreed, than the whole of last season at home combined.
And
when Patterson was appointed, I think everyone was a bit down because the way we left that playoff campaign, we went to Wimbledon away, didn't we? And it was honestly a pathetic end. I mean, the best thing about that whole thing was that Robbo came on for the last 10 minutes and got booked, and he showed more fight than anyone in the whole squad. And when he got a point, I was thinking, I don't know how I can do a season of this at Meadow Lane, but it's been great. I missed the only disaster, which was Salford at home. I didn't make that game, so I've seen a great time at Meadow Lane. And what did you make of yesterday?
I thought it was the sort of cliche game of two halves, wasn't it? I think we had a decent hold on the game. I thought in the first half, we were the better side. We weren't as good as we have been. I think we've had some really, really, really good performances recently. But then they sort of get their goal really against the run of play, and then it gets their back up a little bit, doesn't it? And then they have, we have to take a bit of pressure from them. And like I said in that match reaction, we just needed to get in at half time. We got in at half time, we regrouped, and I thought we were so much better in the second half, and we were very, very unfortunate not to win that game. We had so many chances, just unable to sort of put it away. A lot of penalty claims. I think we could potentially maybe working something from a corner, because we must have had close to 15 corners in that game. If it's not, it's pretty close. We had loads. So I think that's probably an area that we could maybe work on. Yeah, and you know what? It was actually interesting to go into a little bit of a tangent. I was watching Sky Sports News before I put the game on, and Challoner was on, and they were talking about long throws, how they've sort of started worming their way into the Premier League, which we've not seen. Because Challoner was actually known for having quite a long throw when he was at Tranmere. So that's interesting because I think who have we got that does the long throws? Was it Cotter?
Yeah, Cotter did a long throw, but
obviously he doesn't play, does he? But sort of utilising every area where you can. You know what I mean? If you can get a goal from a long throw, you take it, don't you? But
yeah,
look, I've been really, really impressed with Notts. Yesterday wasn't the best, but we didn't lose. And we sort of talking, weren't we, before we went live, and we all sort of agreed it's too early to be top of the league. And if we would have won yesterday, we would have been top of the league. So it can get a bit nervy, can't it? Not that I don't want Notts to be top of the league, but I think this early on it can add a lot of pressure on it.
Well, how many teams are top of the league at this point and go on to actually? I know you don't have to win it to go up, but how many teams do that? Like, I'm sure Walsall were top of the league and flying at this point. Look what happened to them.
Yeah,
you look at the season before. I mean, it might have been a bit different with Stockport because they were an outstanding side that are pushing again to go up to the Championship. But it doesn't happen that often. Like, half the teams up there fall away. I think a Crew have been up there in recent years, storming it. They fall away. So I'm happy to be tucked in behind them. We've got LJ says, is the anagram Wes Thomas Mosh Waste? Yes, it is. Well done. And James says, if you'd offered us 4 points from Cheltenham away in Harrogate, we'd definitely have taken it.
It's true.
I agree. But we just did it in the reverse order.
Yeah.
If you get 4 points from every game, every 2 games, home and away, you're going to go up, aren't you? You're definitely going to go up, I think. Or be massively in there with a shout of it. So to discuss tonight, we've got thoughts on, because we wanted to get this out on Thursday, but we had to postpone. Thoughts on the fan third kit, if we can call it that. We're going to talk about what we still need, because I've seen a lot of people, I won't give away the player. We're going to talk about a lot of people say we still need a player in a certain position that's going to provide us with something, not happy with what we've currently got in a certain position. We've got to talk about where we think we can go. The poll question is, how are you feeling about Patterson's start? Have you been impressed? Have you not? Or are you kind of undecided? We'll give our thoughts on that. So loads to discuss. Loads and loads to discuss. So I think, George, let's get our first guest in. I think that would be a lovely thing to do. And talking of lovely, here he is. Jordan.
Hi, both.
Feels like a reunion, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is a little bit of one, yeah.
I've not spoke to Jordan for so long. I'm nearly in tears here.
I know I keep meaning to ring you, and it's a bit difficult to be honest, a bit busy. But
I'll be fuming if you two just sat here and started crying. I just carry on. I carry on the show.
I think it's what everyone wants, really.
I think no. One thing I'm disappointed with though, Tom, is that you didn't get the blind in the background memo. Blinds in the background.
I'm not going to put a window into the middle of my house, am I?
You're going to have to start doing something, mate.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous.
It's embarrassing.
Ridiculous. Oh, goodness me. Andy says, evening, guys. Shame we didn't beat the Poshites, but we're still on course. Come on, you. I agree. We're still on course. We're still on course. We're doing well. Jordan, how impressed have you? Obviously, yesterday was a bit frustrating, but you were on the vlog with me and you got the player ratings in. How do you feel now, sort of more than 24 hours post-match?
Probably overanalyzing it more. I think I look at it and think we could have tweaked a bit tactically, maybe, to try and unlock them. I think we was a bit naive in the sense of we should have sort of maybe expected that from Harrogate a bit more and tried to do something a bit more different. They haven't got a point in however long. They're coming to Meadow Lane, really informed team. Of course, they was going to sit in and try and defend the box and try and nick something. So I think I'm a bit more frustrated now than I was yesterday. I know that's probably the reverse for a lot of people. But yeah, I just think maybe we could have looked at a lot more underlaps. I think Will mentioned it during the game, actually. He said about putting Kuyar on at right centre-back where Makari was playing and just letting Kuyar run in underlap down that wing all the time, because every time we got something going or a chance happened was when we didn't cross it in the air, was when we played it like just short to the left, like inside the box. I think that's where our best chances came from. So I think if we tried to do that more often, maybe we could have made something happen. But fair play to Harrogate. I think they did really well in terms of their tactics and stuff.
Do you think we set up wrong though? Either of you, like, did we? I know that's our identity, right? Or not set up wrong, but stayed wrong for most of the game. You don't need 5 at the back against Harrogate.
No, yeah, I think it's easy to say that, isn't it, on this side of that result? But do you know if we'd have lost that game, he'd be criticised, I think, for changing things if he would have changed things. And then we could have easily have won that game. You know, if you got to give credit where it's due, I think, to Harrogate in moments, because they did defend fairly well. We just couldn't seem to find the back of the net from open play as well.
I think it's what Will was getting at, Tom, about if you don't need that other centre back on there, so just put Kuyar on and get him to underlap. I think maybe we could have changed it, but it's one of those where we play like that against most teams in the division, and I think we score more than one goal. It was just they had a really good day and performed probably above what they normally perform. I think teams do when they come to Meadow Lane sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this. I saw a lot of people say this. Not just thought we could turn up and they would roll over for us in that first half. I don't know whether a Patterson team would be allowed to do that. Do you know what I mean? Especially that side. And I know it's not always about that, but that side's got, a number of players in there that have proven they'll play. Like Lewis McCorry, when he played in that Barnsley game, he barely had a minute because of what was hanging over him, ran through brick walls for Patterson. You've got Hall in there, who under Patterson has been doing well. Clearly, Jatta, respects Patterson. He's improved in a lot of areas. It wasn't his game at all yesterday. Nick Cerula's spoken about Patterson on an interview on the Knots channels. I don't know. I don't know if they would have just turned up to be like that. What do you guys think? Or was it subconscious?
Well, I don't think they would have meant to turn up like that, but I think subconsciously they might have taken that the game for granted a little bit. I don't know if Pato kind of said that, or someone might have. I've seen it said somewhere before, but after the game, I think they did take it for granted a little bit in the first half, that they thought that they could just we could play our way and they'd let us win, basically. Kind of they'd roll over, and they just didn't do that. I think some of the some of the closing down and some of the following of the play, I think we just kind of was a bit static and kind of just allowing the game to kind of go by. I think sometimes I don't think they would meant to, but I think just subconsciously, like I said, yeah, they maybe took a bit for granted.
Where you keep saying the word granted, so it's brought me on to Conor Grant. Where does he sit? What's his position in this squad? Is it a starter? Is it an impact player off the bench? Is it a player that we should only use as a last resort? Because, look, regardless of what I think of him, what you two think of him, if you go on social media, there's a lot of people that would say he shouldn't even be on the bench. Genuinely. There's a lot of people that think he's very, very, very poor. I don't agree that he's very, very poor. He frustrates me in games. Yesterday, there's a point where he took on 2 players, burst past them, used strength, which I haven't seen from him, pushed them off, passed it straight to the opposition. One way, takes the ball down, lovely touch, flicks it over, like a touch way high quality than the League 2 player should be putting in, passes it straight to their player. Think back to Wimbledon in the playoffs. We're in the playoff final if Conor Grant could shoot in the playoffs. Where does he sit? Because he's very, very controversial. He's a very, Marmite player, isn't he?
He definitely is. He definitely divides opinion, like you said. You just got to look on a social media platform to see people's opinions of him. It does seem that people lean more towards him not starting for Notts and not liking his style. I think Ewan makes a good point in the comments there. Conor Grant is too good for the players around him. They don't read his exquisite flicks.
Yeah, is he having a laugh? Is he having his own?
No, but I think that's a good point, mate. I think sometimes, when you're watching him play, I think he probably is being a little bit, I don't know what it is. But sometimes when you watch him play, genuinely, on his day, he's probably one of the best technical players Notts have. That's
going to get clipped because people really dislike him. I'm not saying you're wrong. People really.
I can't remember who it was against, but it was this season. I remember talking about it in the corner between the Cop and the Pavis at the end of the game. Conor Grant got man of the match, I think, and he was phenomenal. He was really, really good. Like he just lets himself down in moments, doesn't he? I'm not saying. There we go. I'm not saying is the best player at the club. On his day, he is. But he just has moments that sort of let him down where he does the simple things wrong. And like you say, against Wimbledon, that's like the epitome of Grant, isn't it? Where he gets himself, works some fantastic positions, but he just can't do that final bit. And I've seen someone say as well, I can't remember who commented now, but he's like that almost player.
I sort of agree with George in a sense of, I think he is very technically good as a footballer. His just end product is so inconsistent, and that's what lets him down. I think before Barnet away, I was saying how he needs to step up to the plate. His end product's not great. That final ball is just not there. And then he has that goal against, was it goal or assist against Barnet, where he did some great skill. And then he had a good game, I think, against Swindon straight after that. And everyone was like, oh, this Grant's great. And then after that, he has 2 games and he goes back to not really influencing the game as much. Do you know what I mean? I think that's the story of his time at Notts. He has a couple of games where he does really well and has some good end product, and then you don't get an end product again for another 6 games. So it's really frustrating to watch because I think technically on the ball he is really good and he reads the game really well. It's just that end product is what really lets him down, I think.
But he is good off the bench though, isn't he? Like people are saying in the live chat now, he is good off the bench.
Yeah, like what Jordan just said, we don't score the goal against Barnet without him, and that's 3 points, massive. Like look, even in this chat now, which is like it's a small sample size. You've got James saying Grant is a squad player but not a starter. A team full of Grants won't get you promoted. However, every team needs a Grant in its squad. I think that's a pretty good sort of way of thinking about it. Callum says, could Grant be better than Ruben? We didn't see much of Ruben and then he exploded. Andrew makes a good point. Pato and Maynard and Williamson at MK all picked him because of his footballing brain. If he could shoot as well, he'd be playing at a higher level. Pash said, actually, Grant was at fault for the last 2 goals we've conceded. Needs to be dropped as he's good off the bench. LJ says 17 goals in 174 games is not good enough for an attacking player. Again, I don't disagree with that.
Yeah.
What you're looking at 1 in 10 there. I mean, LJ, if you could find out the assists as well, so we could have, that as a comparison start, because I know he hasn't, but without that, he could have 100 assists. I know he doesn't. So I think he is this season's scapegoat for some people. You have one every season, and you might say Roos isn't the scapegoat this season, because 95% of people have the same opinion about Roos, and it's actually not scapegoating. Although he didn't do anything wrong yesterday, but every season we have one. Every season a player is a scapegoat, and I just think, I'm not saying I'm right. I go to matches, and every single game I watch, I see Grant do something or a couple of things where I think that was class. But I don't think.
But then he does a few things where you think that wasn't so close. I think we all can 100% agree as well. If Luka didn't get injured, Luka would be starting and Grant wouldn't be starting. And
right.
Imagine if we had Hall and Luka in those 10s, we would be on fire. Like, it would be insane to watch. It's just obviously frustrating to his injury. Obviously, we don't know how far away he is. I mean, it was quite a serious one. Pato spoke about him a little bit, said he was his favourite player pre-match, didn't he? So he seems really in contact with him a lot. But yeah, I just think that 10 role is shouting out for someone to take it, and that really tells you a lot about Grant's performances, because if someone came in and literally just had a bit more end product, they would take that position.
I don't think we'll see Luka again, unfortunately. I think the injury is probably Feb, March. Then you've got to get him back up to speed. And even if it is Feb, he's not back up to speed till March. You've got that opportunity to say, look, you were great for us and we wish it worked out, but we could use that spot to get another loan sign in. Or it's quite clear that Barry Cotter is not going to be at Notts after Christmas. We don't even know if he's still at Notts. I assume he is, because we may have cut it short. Al Joffrey, I think he might go. Al Joffrey, did he make the bench yesterday? I'm not sure, but he's not going to play again, really, is he? So you could hold on to that Luka kind of situation, wait until the running comes in, because if you could have Luka as an impact player coming back for the running, brilliant, and then you open up 2 spots by getting rid of Cotter and Al Joffrey, because I don't think with Platt coming back and McDonald's injury not being like months and months, I don't think we need that cover of Al Joffrey or
now we know what's happening with Macari.
Yeah, exactly. Well. So I think I would like to see us just hold on to him. If we see him for the last 10 games, well, that could be massive. If he's up to speed, 3 games to get up to speed, last 7 games, Luka, no one's prepped for, sort of tactically wise. I think it could be good. LJ says 14 career assists in league games. I don't know about cups. Yeah, that's 31 in 174. Not great. But Jordan, love having you on. Love having you on the show. Sunday evening, Jordan Porter. It's just feel good factor, isn't it? Feel good factor.
Glad to be on, lads. Thanks for having me.
We're going to Bristol, aren't we?
We are indeed. Should be a fun away day.
Have you ever been? I've never been.
Yeah, I've been once before a while ago. Probably be a bit of a different experience this time around. Hopefully, I mean, they might not have they sacked their manager? They might have a new manager by then, or might not have a manager.
They're going to have a bounce, aren't they?
Been really underwhelming so far. Shipping goals for fun as well. So obviously we'll turn up and struggle to score probably, but no, I'm looking forward to that one. I'm glad we've got 2 home games. Echo what everyone's been saying really, in terms of the home games have been so much better entertainment this season. Even a 1-1 draw against Harrogate, enjoyed the game. Obviously not the result, but yeah, been loving the football at the moment with Notts.
Well, I love it, George. Right, we'll have you on the channel again very, very soon. Definitely in that Bristol vlog as well, and probably on Saturday as well against Colchester. Cheers, mate.
Cheers,
Thanks, George. Some more comments in. Dale, the rumour is Cotter's already gone back and Al Joffrey wasn't on the bench yesterday. Casey says definitely have to send back Cotter and Al Joffrey. If neither can make the squad, it should be non-negotiable that we send both back and use the spots for new and better quality players. I agree. Also, teams will look and be like, look what they've done with Tyrese Hall already. Like, I'm sure if we're still up there in the new year, I'm sure we could get someone in. Should we chat with Ben?
Let's chat with Ben.
Everyone loves Ben on the channel. Ben, how are we?
Yeah, all good, fellas. How you doing?
Good. I was about to say, how are we on this Thursday, but it's a Sunday.
Right.
You strike me, Ben, as a very stylish person. So I want to know your thoughts on the fan third kit.
I'm not sure on it. I like the single magpie, but I don't know that I like the single magpie all over it. I tell you what, I think the players that colorway will look good as a third kit. I think that'll look quite cool. But I'm not sure on it. I need to see it on. I think. I saw it.
A lot of fans wearing it, and really? It doesn't look terrible. But I'm not a massive fan. George,
I'm not a fan at all. I'm really not a fan. I think the way it was sort of teased, and then we've not seen this crest for 40 years, a single magpie. You're thinking we're going to release a shirt with the single magpie crest on it. The crest, yeah. And it's got the new badge on it with the old crest. It's such a cheap attempt, I think. I really do. I'll be dead honest with you. It's not even a third kit, so it's basically just a fan kit, whatever that means. You look up and down the pyramid. This team's doing all sorts of stuff like that. I think I can't think what team it is now. I know Everton do it. Portsmouth are doing it with their old badge, stuff like that. It just seems a bit more commercially focused than anything else, in my opinion.
For me, it may as well be a concept kit.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's never going to get worn by the players, and it just seems like something they've sort of strummed up to make an income stream, which I get. Like, I want to support Knots, so the club I support, but at the same time, I want things like that. You want to see a bit of value in it. Do you know what I mean? You want to see like a bit of something's gone into making that kit, and to me, it doesn't really look like that. It's a white kit, and it's just got the old crest sort of in the fabric, hasn't it? Sort of going across the middle. I don't want to make anyone feel bad about having it or anything like that, but I'm just not a fan of it. I think it's very minimal for me. Not a big fan.
Because someone explained to me like I'm a child, which I need a lot of things that explain to me like I'm a child. But what the problem is, like, why can't we wear it? Have I missed that completely? There is an issue, isn't there? It was supposed to be a third kit, no?
Is it because it's got to be released, do you reckon, before the start of the season? And we couldn't get over the line or something?
I have no clue.
I don't think so, because they're still going to release that as a third kit that the players will wear in the second half of the season.
Because that's two crests.
It's the two badges. Yeah, it's the two crests.
But like, surely they would have known that, and surely someone would have run that past the EFL or whatever.
Unless they didn't. I mean, there was a comment earlier saying is it a remarketing thing because it's an oversight and they hadn't realised.
Oh, fair enough. That's shocking. So are we releasing it as a third kit without the?
Wow, yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, that's too low.
Fan kit was supposed to be third kit. It doesn't fall on the EFRS because it technically has two badges.
Interesting.
That's what I mean. That's why I love people. I love doing this show live because people can explain to me like I'm a child. Yeah. It's not just got two logos on it, has it? Though it's got about 15.
It's got loads.
Why are there so many of them as well? Oh, I agree. I was really excited for it, and they kind of said at the fans forum, didn't they? Like, you're going to be impressed. And then it came out, and every reply was like, "Don't like it, not a fan. Don't like it, not what we promised. I'm so disappointed." You can't have two badges on a shirt. The EFL rejected it. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for putting that in, because I'm not going to buy it. Get Tom a white shirt and a black mark, and he'll do his own. I will, Callum. I will do my own. I will do my own. But yeah, aside from that, we've agreed we're not a fan. George, you did message me and say you don't like the shirt, and then the last thing on the message said, "But you're probably going to buy it, are you?"
No.
Nice. Past that point as well.
Yeah, that was like before it got fully released.
Yeah.
And then I really thought about it, and I thought, no, I'm not going to do it. I've got the home and away kit from this season, so I thought.
Yeah. Talking of home and away kits, right? Before we get on to the real nitty gritty, Ben, I'm going to ask you about Patterson in about 30 seconds. Friday night's video, our predictions video, was a giveaway. It's the first giveaway we've done of the predictions, and it was predict which club would score the earliest goal in their game. So if you're new to this and you want to join in this Friday, come in, you can do. So whoever scored the earliest goal in their game, you had to predict that team and predict the minute. And you might think that's quite difficult. And it doesn't matter there's a 5:30 kickoff, because if in all the 3 o'clock kickoffs, the earliest goal is in the 4th minute, but in the 5:30 kickoff, the earliest goal is in the 2nd minute, that's still the earliest goal in their game. Quite a lot of people predicted. And someone predicted Tranmere, I think it was, to score in the 6th minute to win a home or away shirt. Tranmere scored in the 6th minute. No, it wasn't. It was Accrington in the 6th. But someone scored before. So we were this close to having a winner on the first one. So whoever predicted Accrington 6th, you nailed it, but Tranmere have let you down. So write a strongly worded letter to the club. So it's a rollover next week. Get your predictions in. Lots of Notts predictions. If I was being tactical, I wouldn't go with Notts, because about 5 people predicted Notts to score in the 6th minute. And in the terms and conditions in the comment, it did say the first person to comment it would win. So you'd be gutted if not scored in the 6th minute, but you were the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th comment.
Yeah.
I think I went for like Barnet 3rd or Sparrow 3rd or something like that.
You've always got to read the small print. The small print will get you.
It's a tough one. It's a tough one. This is the 3rd week we've been running it, but the first week is a competition. In the first week, someone predicted MK Dons 4th minute and MK Dons scored in the 5th. Like, it's definitely it is doable. It really is. But yeah, you got to have a look. Who's flying out? Who's going to fly out the blocks? To Tranmere, you wouldn't think of those scoring nice and early, but you never know. So if you want to win a home or away shirt, Friday night, join the competition. You've got until 1 second to 3 on the Saturday, or maybe even, just before the 12:30 kickoff if there is one. But yeah, good luck if you want to enter that. So Ben, our question today is: have you been impressed with Pato's start to life as Notts head coach? I find this incredible. 3% say no. Think of where we were sat 2 months ago.
Wow.
That's insane. 9% say undecided. 88% say they're impressed. That is a turnaround that I didn't think was possible in 2 months. Bear in mind, the first games we got battered. Salford battered. What do you think, Ben?
I mean, I'm in the 88%. I think kind of because the expectation wasn't clear, that's what I've been most impressed with. Like I had Burton fans sort of saying, you play passing football, possession-based football. He will not be able to do that. It'll turn into hoofball. He hasn't got the experience, blah, blah. I mean, it's funny, isn't it? This is only his 2nd gig, like a full, as the top man, which because he looks a lot older than he is, but he is also still learning. But I've been impressed. I mean, it was the post-match when he talked about winning football, and that really keyed in for me. I can't remember which game, Tom, but he talked about, look, that was, we're playing winning football, and that is what it's like, I think. Like, it's got a purpose. We move the ball about. When we're really on it, we move the ball about quick, but you can't get at us. And Robbo, I want to talk about Robbo as well, or we should talk about Robbo in the contract tonight, has just been massive for him. Absolutely massive. He's this kind of player, isn't he? And we haven't got another one like that,
Yeah. I'm guessing you're from what you've said, George, I'm guessing you voted yes.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I remember the night it got leaked by a journalist about an hour before Notts put it out.
I remember that so vividly.
We were literally talking to each other when it was.
We're playing COD, weren't we? What was
something like that. I was in bits. I couldn't believe it. I thought a month, and this is what we've ended up with, and I was very down about it. I mean, at the end of the season, if anything is achieved, I will go back to that instant video and I will clip bits of it and prove how wrong I was. And do I feel like right now I'm going to be proven wrong? Right now, I think I could be proven massively wrong. For me, the December is whether we go up or not. All in a lot of it, that's in December for me. Probably pull it forward to the Bristol Rovers game because they're not going to have the same manager and they're not going to keep losing 3-4-0. December's
it's madness.
It's the season defining, basically. Ben, what do you think we still need? Because there's still a couple of problems. I saw someone commented, let's get Ruben back. I'd love Ruben back. We're not getting Ruben back.
I think
that kind of player.
We've got a lot of 10s, but I weirdly think nobody apart from Hall can hold down the starting position for very long. Tommy Openda plays in there, but he kind of moves him around. Conor Grant starting at the moment. But Conor Grant kind of, like you were talking about, divides opinion. I do think we could use somebody in there. I do. I mean, yeah, we should get another goalkeeper anyway because Griffiths has shown he's not got it. Do you know what I mean? Which really means you've got one. So even if I just want somebody to be giving Roos competition, and I don't think Griffiths is doing that, if I'm honest. But that's, we sort of all know that. I would like another striker because if Jatta gets injured, I do think then we suddenly look a bit bare. I know Matty Dennis can come in and he had a fantastic start to the season. When Jatta was out, my God, he stepped up to the plate. But 2 strikers, and is Dennis an out-and-out striker? Is that enough for a team pushing promotion? I know we do it differently, and we've got a load of 10s, and I've just sort of said we need another one. But I'd like another player in an attacking position, basically.
Yeah, I get you. I do get you. I think I'm a lot more confident now Gagliardi's gone. Things are definitely going to have been identified. And like I say, December, if we are anywhere near the top 3, I think I do have faith they'll go for it. They'll sort out what we need. They'll see we need a goalkeeper. I'm sorry to go on about it. They didn't do anything wrong yesterday. But even if it's a goalkeeper to push Roos.
Yeah, we need one.
We massively need one. Massively. Before we let you go, Ben, got one more guest after you. I'm gonna ask you for 2 things. One, who's been your Notts player of the season so far? Because there were shouts between us yesterday that Lucas Ness could be in there.
Ness has been brilliant. I think he's a really good footballer. He's a class footballer. And I think that's why we signed him on such a long contract, even though he was injured. It's like if we can get this guy on the grass, he's really good. Do you know what's given me a massive amount of joy has been Matty Palmer hitting his top form. I mean, I'm a huge Palmer fan, but he, for me, has just been impeccable. He's been immaculate before he was injured. I'm sure it felt like there were 4 games on the bounce where he just didn't misplace a pass. It's like, mad completion rates. And I think that he's helped a lot with Robbo, and the two really complement each other. I'm going to go for Matty Palmer,
Yeah. George?
Because he ticks us over.
I'm a big fan of Robbo. I know you just sort of went over him a little bit, Ben, but I think Robbo has been class this season.
Yeah. It's one of those. I've been impressed with a lot, but for consistency, those 2. Ness has been good. He has been really good. And if he hadn't been injured, I'd be definitely in a shout with Rob McDonald as well.
Can I ask a question before you ask me the second question? Nothing to do with our season and what's going to happen this year. Do you think that Robbo and Palmer, or how do you think they get on in League One as a pair?
Fine. I think they'll be fine. I don't think they'll be like world beaters.
No.
But imagine if you improve the players around them as well.
I agree.
It's a tough one, isn't it? because
League One is very. I know it's the obvious thing to say, but League One is very, very good now. Very competitive, I think.
It's 2 divisions. Yeah, it's so hard.
some of the sides coming down. Some of the
Mm.
sides coming down, you're essentially playing championship teams still.
Yeah.
And some of their midfielders, like if you look at if you watch it on TV, the physicality of those players, as physical as Robbo is, some of those players will just dominate him and Palmer on their own. A couple of them. But I think they'll be all right. I think you'd add another player in there to rotate, not Norburn, someone else. Right, Ben, the next one is a bit of a rule to this one. You've got 5 seconds to say your answer. Okay?
Yeah.
5 seconds. 16 games in, gut instinct, where do knots finish? Go.
Playoffs.
Okay.
That's
Good
quick.
answer. That was very quick. Playoffs. Okay. I'm optimistic because when you're optimistic, it fills me with confidence. Right, Ben, appreciate you coming on. Cheers, mate. We'll have you on the channel again very, very
Nice
soon.
one,
And
Ben.
I'll see you at Bristol as well.
Yeah, I'll be there. Nice one, fellas.
Cheers, Ben. Thanks
Cheers,
a lot,
mate.
mate. Cheers.
Cheers.
I like this comment. Like a WWE Hall of Famer tonight, bringing the legends on. Wait till you see who we've got next. I don't want to big this person up too much, but it's another solid player. George, have a guess who it is. Solid guess.
Casper Sloth.
No, but I'll give you one
I'm
more
close,
guess.
Anna. I'm close.
You're not far off.
Is it Will?
Will,
What a guess. What?
Oh, no.
guess what?
What?
Guess what we've heard today, Will?
What?
You know you're coming to Bristol with us.
Maybe.
What's happening?
What?
Why aren't you coming to Bristol away with me?
No, I'm meant to be dog sitting that weekend, but
You're not, are you?
What dog is
bring
it?
the dog with me. It's a I don't know. It's my missus's dog. I don't know what it is.
Is there no one else?
Your missus' dog and you don't know what dog it is.
Oh, it's
How long you been together for now?
4 or 5 years.
You know its name?
Monty. Yeah, it's a King Charles Spaniel thing, I think.
Oh, right.
Okay.
I think you just made that up, but okay.
Can you sort this out? Because you can't miss an away game for that.
Yeah, I know. I really want to go to Bristol as well. Never been. I'd love
Well,
to go to Bristol.
you know, you don't even have to drive.
You don't even have to
The
drive.
drive's sorted. Ben's going to be there. Jordan's going to be there. Come on. Anyway. Come on. Milkman says, can't rag on Will. Is the only guy tonight to bother with a visible knots connection.
Well, is mine looking good tonight?
No, that's a Grantham shirt in the back.
Oh, he's on about
Yeah.
the thing. I thought he was at the internet.
Yeah, that is a Grantham shirt in the background, actually.
Yeah, Grantham Town.
Yeah, you used to play for him, didn't you?
Nah, not Grantham. Not
Not
that
Grantham. Everyone
No.
but Grantham.
good. Grantham good.
Will, what we're liking is we've seen you a lot more this season down at Meadow Lane. The only season you don't have a season ticket, you actually turn up, is interesting. But you've got to be impressed with what you're seeing, even after yesterday.
Yeah, I'm for him. I voted on the poll. I'm a big yes man. I'm really impressed with him. I was impressed when we first heard from him. I was all against it. You know, like what you said when the name got announced, it was a bit underwhelming. Then I'm just a sucker for a good interview. So as soon as he started saying some good, inspiring, motivational talk, I was impressed. And I think Ben's right. I think he talks about winning. And winning being the most important thing. You know, some managers get too hung up on, you got to do this, got to do that. He just wants to win games of football. And I stand by this. I know we said this yesterday, and this might have been said multiple times tonight already. We don't win Tuesday night last year, and I don't think we necessarily always pick up a point yesterday, if this was last year. So it's just to the end. I think yeah, I'm impressed with him big time. I'm a big fan.
Do you remember us talking about Luke Williams in that promotion season? And Ben, I'm sure I voice noted Ben this. I think it was Ben's idea, actually, so I'm not taking the credit. But basically, Williams was in there, and we went to Eastleigh and won. And it's like, we didn't do that before. And then something else happened. I can't remember who it was against. Like, we didn't do that before.
Yeah.
But this season, we went to Barnet, and we won with a 93rd minute goal. We didn't do that before. We equalised against Harrogate yesterday, and I'm not saying it's a great result, but I'm telling you, in the last couple of years, we lose that game 1-0 because we can't break them down. The amount of times I've watched a team sit in second half and we can't get anywhere near them.
Yeah.
We didn't do that before either. You know, some of the results we've got Cheltenham with 2 big players injured. Did we go and win that normally? Not all the time at all. No. So things they feel different this year.
I think what people say in the chat, which I've seen tonight as well, is, and we noticed it yesterday when they brought Jarvis on, especially, like Jordan was saying, it was like we need to keep running at them. We need to keep running at them because they wanted it wide and they were happy with balls going into the box. Fair play to them. They defended it great with balls going into the box. But like, that's exactly what Patterson said in his post-match interview. Is like, we needed to run at them more. That's what I wanted them to do. They needed to get at them. It's like, he's not overcomplicating anything. It's like, yeah, like people saw that from the sidelines. Jarvis, in the end, got us a penalty from running at him. Bennett's was great. Well, not great yesterday. That's probably going a bit too far. He was good because he was running at players. And like, I just love. I like the way he reviews a game. To be fair, and I think it's fair.
Yeah, he talks a lot of sense. He does.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be the kind of manager that would, like, you know, if you lose a game, properly, like, could easily call his players out and lose it. But he kind of protects them a little bit, but still lets them know exactly what's required from them, which I like.
Do you know what I would find interesting to sort of find out or even see is the ideas behind the scene that sort of brought this upon us. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like every single us 3 here, we were like, why have we brought him in? You look online at all the Burton fans, they're sort of slating him. And you're just thinking, what are we doing here? We're unwinding all the hard work we've done over the last 4 or 5 years under this ownership. And you know, like you look at it now, it's almost like they're a bit ahead of the curve. How do they do that? Do you know what I mean? Whose original idea was that? And how?
Were we underwhelmed by Williams though? Well, like, I can't remember being buzzing that we'd got Luke Williams in as a manager. Do you know what I mean? Like,
no,
who's that?
Definitely not. Yeah, I suppose it's not too dissimilar really because
I think Gab Sutton was picking him up.
Gab Sutton was picking him up. Yeah, but I mean, I think Williams had more to him than, as in he had a bit more time in the game than what Patterson had, and the time in the game that Patterson did have, it wasn't overly impressive. So it was a big punt, you know. It was a big risk. So I'd like to see why they saw that as an option. Do you know what I mean? Because they must have seen something. They're not just going to have employed someone because they had a good interview. I think they're the type of club that would probably approach someone that's, you know, not in a job or something like that. I don't know.
Gab Sutton said at the time, before we'd even played a game, that Luke Williams had the best footballing brain outside of the Premier League. And actually, it wasn't that far off. We just dominated that season. But yeah, I know what you mean, George. Like, could you imagine if I've said this 100 times on this channel that he wasn't the first choice. Could you imagine if he was? And we just got a technical board in place. Like, if he was the first choice, that is what, like, so far, 16 games in is nothing. It's what, just over a third of the season. That's a great decision.
Yeah.
And you can only go off what we've seen so far. We've lost, what, 8 in 11? 8 in 11, sorry.
Bloody hell, sack him.
I know. I meant to say 8 wins. I think it is like 8 wins in 11. Hang on. Not
Keep my language, please, Will.
But, like, it's going well. It's going well. Yeah. Here's my question before I put a question to you that someone's put in the chat. Why then do you still think there's 3% of people that are saying they aren't impressed? Because someone here has commented, one of the first comments, Patterson out.
Because you can't. There's some people out there that you can't impress. I think
but what's driving that?
I think that's probably, it's too much to go into. It's a personal issue.
Yeah, but issue. No, but like,
genuinely though, like, how can you? What do you want? Do you know what I mean? You want Pep Guardiola? You know what I mean?
No, I want Pasta.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're not going to please everyone, no matter how are you doing.
We are out of both the cups. I think the FA Cup might have hurt a few people.
Football purists will never let that go.
That wasn't great.
No, but I mean, look at the recent results. Drawn to Harrogate,
Yeah.
Disappointing. Won away at Cheltenham, great result. Beat Cambridge at home without breaking a sweat. Drew at Swindon, probably should have won. Late goal at Barnet, great result. Beat Oldham at home. Lost to Crewe, that was ridiculous. I mean, Jatta hit the post from about 5 yards. Beat Crawley 4-0. Some great results in there. Great results in there. And who have we got coming up? Colchester at home. Got to get a win. Although they've just gone and won. So, yeah. Okay. Here's a question then. Superb name. Green Lettuce Gang.
Wow.
I'm sure it's your other account, Will. But anyway, out of December, how many points would you be happy with? So let me just read you the fixtures in December. We're at home to MK, away to Grimsby, home to Walsall, away to Chesterfield, away to MK. So it's out of a possible 3, 6, 9,
15.
50, what, 5 games. That is as months go, no one in the league's got a worse month than that. And I haven't looked at everyone's fixtures, but I guarantee.
Yeah, it's tough.
What are you saying? MK at home.
Wow, MK at home.
Got to win.
Easy win.
We've done well against them lately, though, haven't we? Last season.
Yeah.
Did well.
Last season was class. Remember last season when Crowley, probably the worst reception a player's ever got in Middle Lane.
Yeah, and he was shocking. And then Jarvis scored a screamer. 1-3-0.
The place out. Yeah, it was
You've
great.
got to win your own games. I'd want a win against MK. I know.
Yeah, I agree. So that's 3 points. What we're saying, Grimsby away, take a draw.
Take a draw.
Definitely.
11 points. They're saying 11 points.
I can't see it. I'm sorry, I can't see 11.
That means unbeaten. Unbeaten in December would be good.
Yeah. Walsall at home at 12:30. Remember Walsall at home last year? First half, we should have absolutely battered. We should have been 4 up, and then we lost the game because they had that guy on loan FC. They're loan FC again this year. I think they've got 7 loans, but I don't dislike Walsall.
And then Uncle Adome were up top.
Yeah. I want to say win there, but I don't know.
Probably a point. I'm gonna be. I think we'll get a point.
Chesterfield away on Boxing Day.
Win. We'll batter them.
Not ruining my Christmas going there.
Not ruining my Christmas. Belly will be full. We'll be there. That'll be a good day. I can feel it already.
Yeah.
Walsall social media flashbacks for us.
I know.
How did that go for Walsall though, eh?
Didn't go very well, did it?
Good times.
That's a win.
That's a win.
We've got someone in the drafts, by the way, still for that Walsall thing. But anyway, admin, looking at you.
Left, right, good night.
Yeah. MK Dons away. Within three days, we're doing Chesterfield and MK away. You can't go. I know what we've just said about MK. You can't go and say we're going to beat MK away. Like you can't expect. No, I'm not saying we can't. You can't go expecting 3 points. I think that's
them two away after each other, are they?
Yeah, and the question was like, how many points would we be happy with? 8. Be happy with 8. That's how we know.
I would say I was thinking 9, and if we get anything over 9, I genuinely believe 3 or 4 seasons away from Champions League football.
Yeah.
Or if we get 15, just bump us up.
Just World Cup.
I'll look at the table and I'll be like, "Where's Notts?" And they'll put us in the Prem. Who's actually swapped us with Wolves? I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ewan says going to MK is basically like playing at home.
8-9 points. 8-9 points. Because then you're taking points off the. I know.
Do you know the player that scored for Harrogate? Sorry to go on a little bit of a tangent yesterday. Do you know a bit of a background to him?
Bloody hell! What did I say about this yesterday? I told you.
What, from Ilkeston?
And Long Eaton.
Yeah, but the last time he scored in Nottingham, he was playing for Trent University.
Really?
Oh, damn.
He don't come to Nottingham that often, though, does he?
I know, but there's an interesting stat. You know what I mean? That they said on the commentary. So I thought I'd give it to him. But if you're going to be ungrateful, I won't do it.
It's good knowledge, but I did tell Tom that. I can't believe he's forgot. I didn't know about that.
You did not tell me that. He scored as soon as he scored.
Tom actually told me when we came in earlier that he was like, "Will won't shut up yesterday," and I just stopped listening to him. So
I was chatting a lot yesterday. I was in good mood.
Yeah, you were in a good mood.
IPA before, didn't we?
It was the event at the Nest, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're after that. I want to after that. But anyway, what? I don't know. I'm going to say 8 points. Like you say though, Will, you take points off other teams. You take a couple of draws in there, definitely big draws. If we don't lose to MK, so if we drew both, I'd still be happy with that because you're stopping them getting points. Someone says I'd take 9. So yeah, I think that's a tough month. What if?
Very tough.
What if at the end of the month we've remained unbeaten?
Unbelievable scenes.
You start believing, don't you? And then you feel like that is just gives the brothers reason to invest in Jan.
Because how does January look coming out of that? Accrington at home on New Year's Day. Gillingham at home straight after that. Oldham away, Crawley away. It's not massively difficult. This league is difficult. You then got Crewe at home, Swindon at home, Fleetwood away. Like there's winnable fixtures there. Winnable fixtures. You're laughing at my Crewe comment.
No, I'm just laughing at him.
I'm laughing at Callum.
Only 2 home games are going to be tough. Can't see us getting more than 15 points. I'm going to pin that. I'm just going to pin that there.
We are going to lose one of them games. We will. Inevitably, we will. But
who would you hate to lose to the most? MK at home, Walsall at home, or Chesterfield away?
That's a great question. Probably MK at home, you know.
Agreed.
More than Chesterfield away?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can get over that. New Year's soon to come.
Or Grimsby away's in there. I despise Chesterfield away, you know.
You kind of, you know, the Paul Cook voice change thing, you kind of can get over it because of that. Do you know what I mean?
But just listen to his interview and you just sat there and you just have to like crack a smile.
It's like, is this still Paul Cook?
If you had your eyes closed, you think they'd subbed him off.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't need. Yeah. Anyway, we're almost finished. We're almost finished. But ask the same question, Will, to Ben. What do we need? In like we're already talking about January, and we're looking ahead. What do we still need? Like you are a big Conor Grant enthusiast. What do we need?
Conor Grant. A goalkeeper. We've said that, so let's not delve into that. Belshaw, just get him in. I think I don't know why we've not had him before, but let's leave past that. We need a goalkeeper, some form of goalkeeper that's going to challenge Roos, like Ben said. I also think we need another cam. I do agree. I think we need a cam. I think we've got a lot of players in that. We've got a lot of players who can play across different positions in midfield. I want to see, and this is a big ask, I want to see a nimble cam. I love Conor Grant, so I'm happy for him to be swapping in and out or whatnot, or potentially, I don't know, dropping back in. I don't know. But I want like a playmaker in that cam position, which I thought Jody Jones might be able to. Do you know if we could get the best out of Jody Jones in that position and have Bennett and Cerula on the wings? That could work, but yeah, maybe someone in that cam just to fill that hole a little bit. Hopefully, Jack don't get injured. I think Dennis is a good enough backup to be. I think he's a good backup. Obviously, you can't get players in just because you injury recovery. I think a cam. Would be my opinion, and a keeper.
Talking about Jody as well, watching Bennett's in the last 2 games has made me kind of realise that Jody slows it down quite a lot. And he doesn't take his man on at the minute. And look, there's so many reasons why that might be the case. But Bennett's, the last 2 games, how many crosses has he put into the box that have been good crosses? Like he put the one in for Nick Cerula to hit the outside of the post, didn't he, against Cheltenham, and put a lot in yesterday. He also can go onto his right foot and have a shot.
We were shocked when he came off. We were shocked that he subbed him off. But then Jarvis did pretty well when he came on, so you can't really grumble, but
Someone said, Milkman said, playmaker in cam, heard a good player in that position. David de Goldrick. I think McGoldrick's not done it, has he, really, this season? I think, George, to be fair, you said this. You said, how can you put a risk on a player? He's played 12 games, 2 goals. Missed a bit of football. His ratings 6.3, 6.5, 6.1, 6, 6.6. It's not massive. Like, yes, that's the league above, but I think we're a different team without him. And again, I talk about slowing things down. I don't. I think we're all right.
What's up with Jody? What have I missed something?
No,
we don't know.
We don't know. I've not heard anything. I mean, don't get me wrong. I want him to be back fit. Like having Jody Jones available is a massive thing. Alex says, do you think Jody is confident? He had 2 big injuries and feels a bit down in confidence. Maybe.
I always think this, like there's so much pressure on footballers anyway. You have a short career. If you have long-term injuries, there's so much that actually holds on getting injured again. Like your career is on the line. Yeah. So I think, it would me. I can only talk about me. If I was in that position, right, and players are like coming for me and you feel like you're being targeted in certain games, you are going to withhold a little bit, aren't you? Do you know what I mean?
He's targeted 100% every game.
Oh, massive.
That's how he got injured against Gillingham.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So that is going to come into play, unfortunately.
Also, he's massively, unprotected by referees.
Yeah, it feels that way.
Got him yesterday. He's had a shocker second half, by the way.
What, the ref?
I was singing his praises first half. I thought he was the best ref I've ever seen.
Yeah, you always sing the ref's praises. You love a referee.
Then he's come out second half and he's just.
I actually think you're being paid by.
I'm not. I don't think that's a penalty for us. I really.
Do you know what Will said like 5 minutes before the end, before we got the penalty? He leant over to you and said, I'm going to have to phone that person up again. Just to put it into context, Will genuinely phoned the out of hours. I'm not even. This is no lie. He phoned the out of hours PGMOL line after the Wimbledon playoff. Did they answer or did you leave a message?
Yeah, did you hear what his opening line was?
No,
I'd like to report an international war crime.
He answered the guy, and he sort of like he must have been at some event because he was like he didn't know that like people were being sent through to him. I said, "Have you watched any football today?" He went, "I've not watched any." Can I just say something as well? I've just started watching that King of Lies for the last hour on Sky Sports. Have you spoke about that?
No, of course we haven't.
It's cool. It's the Notts County documentary.
Yeah, I know, but have you not watched the show?
No, I have, but it's good. It's good.
You've been in here for half the time.
No, I've watched it. I watched it earlier in the day. Like I've started.
No, is it good though?
Yeah. Well, I've watched 20 minutes. Good.
How many episodes is it?
Just one. It's 1 hour. Like what? It's an hour and a half. Doc.
Well put together.
What's it on?
It's on Sky.
Might watch it. Watch it.
How much you get paid to like promo that then?
Well, I kept saying to my missus, "Oi, watch this, watch this." She went, "Why are you in it?" I went, "No." Of course I'm not.
Are you in it? You know, she said that. You should have asked her what breed of dog was.
Yeah, your dog's in it, though.
No, all jokes aside, very seriously, can you get someone else to look after the dog?
I'll try. We'll bring it with us.
You can't just leave a dog in a car while we're in Bristol for the whole day.
No, not in the car. We'll bring him into the game.
I don't think that's possible.
He's nimble. He's small and nimble, so he can.
So when you get patted down outside the ground and you've got a dog hidden or sellotaped,
I think they'll be fine with that in Bristol. I think they'll be fine with it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
You been there before?
Not been before, but I just feel
nice place. I like Bristol. I like Bristol.
It's decent in Bristol, so it's a good city.
Right, well, I'm going to have to let you go because I've got a little bit of Sunday night and I'm going to go and have a bit of a relax after this brilliant Hall of Famer.
Whoa. One more.
And what are you watching now?
No, big up Kev from Better Bikes.
Go on.
Because I had to go to him because I didn't have a laptop charger. I went to Better Bikes. He proper sorted me out rapid, and I had a lovely chat with him. Lovely guy, great service. Guy. Yeah, it was great.
So just use a code Pavis perspective. Cheers, Will. Been great having you on.
See you later.
Cheers, mate. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday.
You too.
Great to have you on, Will.
I'll get the Bristol ticket, mate.
Thank God he's gone.
Oh, no, that was a nightmare, wasn't it? That was an absolute nightmare. You won't be coming back on anytime soon. Yeah, Will. I was talking to shout-outs. I met a couple of people in the nest yesterday. So shout out Orlando and Evie who watch the channel as well. So big shout out to them. Appreciate you watching. Ask your favourite player. I think we had a Nick Cerula and a Matty Dennis shout. So good ball knowledge there. That wraps up a Sunday special. Had the absolute legends on. We've had Jordan on. We've had Ben on. We've had Will on. Good laugh, good to chat. So thank you everyone that's been with us. Thank you everyone for getting in the conversation, asking us questions. As I said, we're at the Football Content Awards on Thursday, so no video for us there. Might see a few photographs. Again, don't know how we're nominated for Best Podcast. when there's some such fantastic ones in there. But it'll be good to be there and just experience it. So thank you everyone that did vote. I know loads of you voted over the course of the shows when the voting lines were open. So thank you. Enjoy your week. Colchester at home on Saturday. Let's hope for 3 points and we'll put us in a good position for the start of the very, very tricky calendar, which is Bristol Rovers away and then a very difficult December, as we've already discussed. Thanks all. Like and subscribe to the channel.